lentil empanadas. These lentil empanadas are super quick and easy to make.
Hi foodies, I have Juju here with me today.
Hi foodies.
We are going to be making empanadas and we're going to show you just how deliciously quick they are. I cooked up some lentils in the Instant Pot. I filled them up about 2 inches above the lentils and I did them on 0 minutes. Did you know that the Instant Pot can cook on 0 minutes? Yes, it can. So I didn't want them to fall apart. I want them to have a little bit of consistency. So I put the lentils in the pot, filled them up with water, covered them up about that much water, no recipe to it, no flavoring whatsoever, and I set the Instant Pot to high pressure, 0 minutes. So once they were done, I did natural release, and then once they were done, I opened them up, and I've got my lentils. So they have a good consistency to them. So I'm gonna save some for eating just with rice or vegetables or making other things, but we are going to make a batter. So I'm using half of my lentils that I had in here, and we're working in super tight quarters. So for Juju's over there, and I'm over here, and we've got like all our jars and everything that we're gonna be doing for soy yogurt, and the drainer's in the way, but whatever, we'll make it work. So I'm also trying to use up some stuff that I had in the fridge. So I had sauteed some leeks, so I'm going to be using them as my onion in my empanadas. We were trying to figure out if we had any kale or any spinach in the fridge. So what we came up with is we have some of this leek. So we're going to be putting it in the empanadas. And I opened up and I'm going to drain it, a can of, what kind of tomatoes were they, Juju?
Whole cherry tomatoes.
Whole cherry tomatoes. So we're going to be using these whole cherry tomatoes as our tomato. Look how cute these are. I've never seen whole cherry tomatoes in a can before.
Oh,
I've never seen these before, but I had to get them because they were whole food, because they did not have any ingredients whatsoever other than the whole cherry tomatoes. So if somebody gets one of them in the empanada, like a whole one, it'll be a little burst of tomato surprise. I'm gonna try and bust them a little bit, just so that so that it doesn't juice on somebody if they're eating their empanada. So the next thing that we're gonna put in here to give it a lot of flavor is going to be a packet of tomato paste. So we're going to put this tomato paste, and Juju actually came up with the idea to put show them how thinly sliced and how you did it. Why don't you grab a couple, and maybe you can do it over here.
okay, perfect.
And show them. Look at this mess. We even have the cleaning fluid right in front here. What a disaster. We have very limited space. Here, you can put your cutting board over here, Juju, so they can see exactly what you're doing with the leaves.
So, can they see?
Perfect. Okay. Yep. So show them how you did the leaves. And if you want to bring the rest of the cabbage, you can. She made it super thin.
You grab a little leaf of the cabbage and just peel it off with your fingers. It's getting a little small because we're getting closer to the core of the cabbage, but they were bigger at the beginning, and basically you just want to fold them, it's okay if they crack a little bit, into this like thin tube that almost looks like a spring roll, and then you just very thinly cut it into little strips, very thin. And then here you have it. You have very thin sliced cabbage.
Awesome. So I think that whole portion that you made, we're gonna go ahead and put in there.
Okay.
And we're gonna stir it up, but remember what I told you about that knife? I'm so scared of it. Move it out of the way and stick it in the sink so nobody ends up getting hurt with it. Let's move the cutting board. Okay. And then we're gonna I'm gonna show you how easy this is. Juju's gonna do it. We're actually embroidering today, and we're going to be making, here, move in so they can see you. There we go. We're going to be making, let's do it over there. We're going to be making empanadas, and we already had some chocolate pudding, so we're gonna have our dessert first, because you guys know that our chocolate pudding is very healthy. It's made out of silken tofu pudding. We made it, Juju and I made it the other day with, what did we put in it?
We put silken tofu, cacao powder, and I think date sugar? Date sugar?
Okay.
So first we're gonna put in 14 spices. I'm gonna put a lot of this.
Yes.
Since this one is a big container, and also it'll spice it up.
And it doesn't have any sodium.
Next is smoked paprika.
Not too much of that one. We don't want it too smoky.
Is that good?
Maybe a tiny bit more. Yeah, that's perfect. And then be careful with the turmeric, because if not, we'll end up yellow.
Whew.
I know, that happens to me every time. It doesn't have anything but the natural sodium in it. It's basically just the tomatoes, but it comes in these little packages that are Tetra packed. We're gonna see if we need any more than what we have in there. And then one of my secret ingredients is we're gonna put no sodium in what we're doing, but we are going to put green olives. And the green olives have the sodium in them because it's not possible to get olives without sodium, because that's how they cure olives. So you know what? Let's go ahead and put this packet in there. And that's the tomato paste. And then just go ahead and stir that up. That's okay, let's not get too much in there because it might be too tomatoey. And then my other secret ingredient is going to be maple syrup. And you guys can use honey, but I like the maple syrup. You can also use dates or date sugar. You could use dates that you have soaked up and find pre-cooked yellow cornmeal. It does not have to be this brand, but in the United States, you can find this brand even at Walmart. I am not measuring. I'm just going to put, I can even put the whole bag in here, but we're gonna hold off because we're gonna make balls. And then I'm going to add water. Will you fill that cup up with water, Juju? But we're gonna drizzle it just a tiny bit at a time. Let's put it over here. And then, oops. I'm gonna put a little bit of the olive juice to add a little bit of the sodium, since we're not putting any other sodium in it. The olives themselves, and you do not have to do the olive juice if you really do want to make it completely less sodium than what the olives bring with it. If you want to omit the olives, you can also do that. And Juju, above your head, we have maple syrup.
This is what it looks like so far. It's kind of wet and it comes together very good, which is what you kind of want with the filling. But really, like Maria was saying, just be intuitive with it. Follow with what you have. It doesn't have to be exactly like ours.
Yep, and don't make it thicker rather than thinner. And you guys can make this at home. It should not be intimidating. The only intimidating part is finding the flour at the grocery store, which will be at Walmart or at your, go ahead and hit it with more, or at your local Hispanic store. If you don't have Hispanic stores, you might be able to find it on Amazon. All right, it's almost there. You know what, Juju, Tio Jay is in a meeting. Can you close the kitchen door so that doesn't get in the way? Okay, we're gonna probably put a little bit more water.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do a little bit more water. Awesome. Wet enough and dry enough so that you can make balls. So now I'm just going to test it and see. And then once we're ready, then Juju and I are gonna make the balls, and I'm gonna get 2 plates to press it down with parchment paper. I think that might be it. Let's keep a cup of water on the side just in case.
Okay.
So you see how it is, guys? Look, it kind of doesn't stick to my hand anymore, but it sticks to itself. That's what you're looking for. You wanna make sure that it's not crumbly, and you wanna make sure that it kind of sticks together, almost like Play-Doh when you were little. You want the Play-Doh consistency. Juju's laughing at me, but it's true. All right, this is like playing with Play-Doh. Juju's made a whole plate full of baby empanadas. She's gonna show you a new trick that she came up with, which is 2 at once.
So you just want to put these are about the size of a gumball, but maybe a little bit bigger. And you want to put 2 of your little dough balls here and cover them with parchment. And then you want to press them both at once, trying to make it sure that it's even, so that they don't come out like lopsided or anything. And you just want to press down your 2 little balls. until you get these little discs. And then you just want to put in your filling, kind of like a taco, kind of looks like a little flat taco. And you want to add a little bit of filling, trying not to overfill, but it's okay if you do. Like this should be enough. And then you can kind of just crimp one of them, making sure that the other one doesn't fall or go anywhere. Oh, I said don't overfill, and I overfilled a bit, but that's okay.
I did a ton of those overfills, don't worry.
And you just want to kind of crimp it like this, sealing it. You can also seal with your fingers, but parchment paper is just easier and less.
There you have them, guys, 2 baby empanadas, and I'm going to show you what our empanadas in our air fryer are already looking like. These are the big ones that we made. That one right there is one that I cracked in some oozing, and that's okay. It just means you're going to get extra filling, so we're going to cook them up a little bit more. But we wanted to show you our empanadas, and here's our batter. This is a lentil batter that has green olives, cabbage, it's got baby tomato, canned baby tomatoes, and it's got tomato paste, leeks, a little bit of maple syrup, and a lot of garlic spices and spices. And here's our little dough balls. We still have to do 3 more little dough balls. Guys, we're working on tight quarters, but I wanted to show you that we have several batches of empanadas that we made, and we have such tight quarters here. And what I'm going to do is, since I can only cook so many batches at a time, I'm going to put a wet paper towel on top of the empanadas that are waiting to be cooked so they don't get dried up. So you can use a towel, you can use paper towels, or you can use a kitchen towel. Can you expand that one for me? And then we're going to cover these empanadas so that they are not dried up while we're waiting to cook them, because we do have these in the air fryer that are almost done.
Air fry these at 400 for 20 minutes until crispy. These empanadas refrigerate and freeze really well. Please subscribe to our channel to join our health journey.